everyone, welcome back to Art a la Carte. One of the goals for my channel this year is to create a little opening animated intro for my channel. Something really super short, just a couple of seconds long, that kind of just gives the title of the channel and makes it all look cute and just welcomes everyone to Art a la Carte. But for those of you who have ever played around or tried to do animation knows that even the smallest little bit of animation can take a long time. And I've given it a couple of goes and I have never really made it past like storyboarding or even just like rough sketch animation. So here are a few of my attempts that I have done. But I am determined I want to create a little animation. So I needed to find a fun way to animate that didn't take a super long amount of time and that I could do using art supplies that I had and just my laptop computer. I don't have all the equipment or software to do 3D animation, so I'm kind of limited. I decided to go over and see what I could find on Skillshare. If you've never heard of them before, Skillshare is an online learning community for creators with more than 13,000 classes in design, photography, and a lot more. Now I'll tell you, I did get a little sidetracked because they have so many classes offered on Skillshare. Not just art classes, but how to design your own website, how to create your own games, tons of different information. So after a few hours of checking out all the different classes on Skillshare, I finally remembered why I was there. I wanted to find a class on animation, and they have several different classes, but I found the perfect, exactly what I was looking for class. It would incorporate traditional art supplies, yet still be super easy to animate using the computer. What's great about Skillshare is you can pick the classes and do them at your own pace. There's no schedules or final exams. You can do half the class and then wait a few weeks and finish it up. Or you can go back and rewatch videos over and over again until you finally get it. Now, a premium membership to Skillshare is about $10 a month, and that gives you unlimited access to all the classes. But make sure to stick around to the end of this video because I want to share how you can get 2 months for free to try out all the classes that you want. The class I found that really helped me out was one called Little Illustrations, Fun Animations, and it was done by Amaryllis Henderson. And in this class, she tells you how to break down a simple illustration and be able to animate it. So the first thing I wanted to do is I had to kind of plan out what I wanted my animation to look like. So I created a really quick little thumbnail storyboard. For my first time doing this, I probably was a little ambitious. You probably should start with like, the bouncing ball kind of thing. But I went ahead and just jumped right in with this little animation. I wanted to create a cartoon character of myself and then have that cartoon character kind of reveal the name of the channel. It's pretty simple. I knew I would need a front view, a side view, and a back view of the character, plus being able to move her arms around to paint. So I painted each of the elements individually, so it kind of looks a little weird on my paper. Now, if you were hanging out with me this week, I attempted to do a live stream. I was there for about 25 seconds before the audio went all crazy, and I had to cancel the stream, so I'm super sorry. But if you were wondering what I was going to do, I was actually working on this process here. This is what you would have seen me do, only super sped up. After I had my character and the wording and the kind of color splotches that I did all painted and let it dry, I scanned those into my computer and then ported them over into Photoshop. Now, I think this is something that even if you don't have Photoshop, you could do using a different software. And if you watch the class, she talks a little bit about some other options that you have for the actual animation process if you don't have Photoshop, if you want to use something else. And I think you can kind of figure out how to do this. So for those of you who are going, this is great, but I don't have Photoshop, I think you could probably still do this. So this next part is probably the hardest of the whole animation process, and it's not that it's that hard, it was just time consuming, but in the perspective of actually animating, this did not take very long. I think this entire process probably took me, I worked on it on a couple of different days, but not full days, but I think it probably altogether maybe took me an afternoon, maybe 3 or 4 hours. And that's really going to be determined by how detailed your animation is going to be. The more elements that you have that are going to be moving, the longer that's going to take. Every time I moved the character, I would save that frame as a JPEG. And then once I had the whole process done, then I could upload this into Photoshop, and they have a little animation feature in it. And I went ahead and animated it all together. So this animated opening clip that I have been working on, trying to get done for months now, I did in basically 2 evenings worth of work. Super fun, and I really enjoyed it. I'm excited to play around with this and create some other animations, so you might want to keep a lookout for those. So here it is, the final animation. Add a little music. I think it's pretty cute, really short. It's like 2.5 seconds, but really happy with it. So for those of you who are interested in checking out Skillshare for yourself, I will leave a link in the description box below that you can click, and it'll take you over where you can get 2 months for free. Use the promo code ART to get your 2 months for free. If you know someone who you think might benefit from Skillshare, well, make sure to share this video with them and let them take part of this 2 months for free as well. Well, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today, and thanks Skillshare for providing such great resources. Definitely check them out. So until next time, God bless you guys, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye!